All right, today we're going to bring our attention to our very important part of our body, our hips and our lower back. They're kind of so much connected. And forgive me for just reading something to you a little. I don't want to get this wrong. So we store a lot of emotions in our hips. So if ever you feel like kind of fuzzy wuzzy when you're doing a pigeon pose, there's a reason for that. There's a lot of connectivity to how you feel, etc. So they're one of the most complex areas in the body. So think of our heavy torso and then our lower limbs. They're all connected right there through the hips. So if you ignore your back pain, that's sales muscle. It's a big muscle that goes from the lumbar spine around your hip, right down your hip flexor. And then it wraps around, it gets into your hamstring, into your knees. And so if you have back that you are ignoring, for instance, you might actually begin to feel it resonate all the way into your knees. It's very common to have that happen. So it's really important to keep those hip flexors open, long, flexible, as much as flexibility as your body allows, because we all know that we're all a little bit different when it comes to the level of flexibility. So yeah, that's the bottom line of it. I don't really read that anyways, but there's poses that we do regularly that really help loosen up those hip flexors. And I feel like we haven't done a class that specifically addresses that area in particular. So let's get to it. So let's find our mat. I think today we are going to start, let's start sitting down lengthwise on your mat today. So we're going to go lengthwise because we're going to start with warming up our back a little bit. So bring your feet flat to the floor. So as you sit here like this, you'll see two little slides, knees straight down to those toes. You want them parallel. And then from here, we're going to just root our sitting bones. So don't be afraid to kind of shift your flesh a little bit so your sitting bones get rooted and grounded right into that foundation, right into the earth below you. And once you feel kind of comfortable there, bringing the hands right behind your hamstrings. Notice right now I'm slouching a tiny bit. So natural. So we're going to correct that and just bring our shoulders back and push our chest forward just a little bit. And then just gaze forward. Listen to my voice for a moment. Breathe in, pull your shoulders way back and open the heart. Then as we exhale, start to draw the belly in and begin to roll the spine back, holding on to those hamstrings. Just go back until you can't go any further, and then slowly take that breath and come all the way up, pressing gently, pulling the shoulders down, and then roll back once again. So it's a seated cat and cow, all the way up and press. And then one more time, come all the way up. And then press all the way back up. Fantastic. Straighten out just the left leg. And let's pull that right foot in nice and tight. Wrap your arms around that and pull the body into that thigh. Long leg is rooted. Your toe is facing 12 o'clock. Breathe in, get really tall. And then begin to reach back behind you with the right hand, rooting it to the mat. Press down, lift the body tall, start to twist. And then just let it go. Let's do that one more time. Remember, this is the beginning of your session. So go easy on these twists and let it go. And just once more. This time, just hold it a little bit longer. And then coming back to the center, lower the right knee towards the floor. Nice Janusarasana position. Perfect. Lift the right arm to your ear. Bring the left hand behind you so your posture is tall, and then begin to reach for the outside of your leg, your ankle, even your calf, it doesn't matter. Perfect. And then just begin to just turn your body slightly. So you feel a little gentle twist here. Nice. And then as you release, bring both hands forward, reaching wherever you can. Remember the knee, the calf, even the foot, Let's just bow forward. The right knee that's bent, push it a little closer to the floor. Let your head just drop. And then let's open up our hip for the first time. Let's take our right arm, sweep it over your head as it touches the floor behind you. Lift and just push your left hip up and forward. Reaching. Beautiful. Find your way back down to your mat. Bring both knees back into our original position. Inhale, lift and press forward. Exhale, roll the chin, spine back, chin to chest. Inhale, come up and press. Exhale, roll it back. And then just one more time. Inhale, up and press. And exhale, just roll it back. As we come back to center this time, extend the right leg out and pull that left foot in close. Give that leg a hug. So your goal is to bring that upper body close to that thigh. Beautiful. All right, let's not forget about the long leg. Flex the foot so the toe is just right up to 12 o'clock. We're not pulling it to your knee, you're simply leaving it neutral as though it's resting on the floor. Now bringing the left hand behind you, push the floor away, breathe in, exhale, take your twist aside. And then just let it go. And let's go again, push. And let it go. And then one more time, just push and hold just a little bit longer. Fantastic. And then release, let it go. Lower this left knee to the mat. Perfect. Bringing the right hand behind you, take your left arm to your ear and begin to reach down to the outside of this leg, wherever you can take it. Pulling that right shoulder back a little, just add a gentle twist here. Release and then simply fold forward over this front leg. Toe is still in that 12 o'clock position, reaching for wherever you can reach and just bow down. And then circling the left arm up and over as it touches the floor behind you, just lift your body off the floor, push your hip up and forward. And then find your way back to the mat. Take a little bit of core work here while we're here. Put those feet back on the floor, fall back onto your sitting bones and let those shins just float up towards the sky. Beautiful. Reaching your fingers towards your feet, just hold right here. Beautiful. Maybe straighten. And then bend. Placing the feet back on the floor, make your way all the way down, where we'll bring just our right knee into you. Extend the left one to the floor, just let it rest. Let's circle this hip nice and big, so pull it out and around, out and around, out and around. Feel that ball and socket just moving in a circular motion. And then coming back to center, extend the arms out wide. Taking the knee, now circle without the help of your arms. So big circle, crossing over the other leg. Using that core to move this leg. Beautiful. And then bring it right into center. Reaching for your calf, your shin, head and shoulders leaves the floor. Float the left one off the floor and just pull in gently and then switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch, and switch, yes, yes, and switch. Last one, and bring your knee back in. Extend that right one to the floor. With your hands on your shin, right below your knees, just draw some circles. Moving that hip flexor, that ball and socket. Creating movement and then bringing it back to the center. Let's open our arms to the floor, anchor our spine down to your mat, and now make those circles without the help of your hands. Crossing over, coming back. Crossing over, coming back. Crossing over, coming back. And over, coming back. One more time. And then bringing it right back to center. Reach for that shin, the shin again. Lifting the head and shoulders off the floor, float the right leg off, take a breath, exhale, pull in and then switch, and 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 switch. Bringing both knees into you, bring yourself to a seated pose, bring the soles of your feet together, reach for your ankles, pull them in. Root down with your sitting bones, reach tall with the crown of your head. Pull the belly towards your spine, breathe in. Exhale, bring your chest forward. Imagine you're trying to reach the front of your mat with your chin. It's a tough one. Maybe use those elbows to gently press into those legs. Beautiful. Now back it up just a little bit, sliding your feet out just about a foot length further. Go ahead and find that your posture once again, this time drawing your elbows in towards your body, or moving your elbows outside of your shins, allowing more space. Breathe in, seek length, exhale, bow your head this time. Feel that lovely stretch in your lower back. Perfect. And then let's sit up and take one more pose. Slide the feet out, shaping it like a diamond now. Open the palms of your hands, and this time just reach for the wall in front of you as far as you can. Once you've reached your limit, let your knuckles come and rest gently on the floor as you bow your head. Pay attention to the change in sensation, but we're still feeling that in our lower back. Perfect. Slowly rise to center, bringing the hands behind your back, knees come back together, fall back, bring the knees up, tilt side to side. Good. Push the lower knee towards the floor, let the upper knee go with it. This time add a little kick, switch and kick, switch and kick, switch and kick, switch and kick, and switch and kick, and switch and kick once more. Bring them to center, crisscross, or choose to swing them around. We are moving to a tabletop position, center of your mat. So take a moment and get there. Fantastic. All right, our infamous cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, pulling the belly in, tucking your hips underneath you, chin to chest. Go back into that cow and then up to the cat. As you move into cat, feel you push the floor away from you. Lower down, lift up. And then just once more. Beautiful. And then lift up. Come back into neutral, taking the left leg out behind you and the right arm out in front of you. Breathe in and reach. Exhale, bring the hand around and just tap that toe behind you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap it. Inhale, reach, yes. And tap it. Inhale, reach. This time, catch your foot behind you. Pull it towards you as you push the floor away. Rotate your body towards the right and hold. And then extending both arm and leg out long. Bring everything back to neutral. Well done. Releasing any potential tension, one cat and cow, just dropping down and lifting up, coming right back into neutral where the right leg goes out behind you. Squeeze that leg tight. Reach forward with the left hand, breathe in as you reach further. Exhale, tap behind you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Are you ready? Reach and catch that foot behind you. Push down with that right hand. Turn the shoulders. Push the foot gently into that hand. Breathe. Fantastic. Extend both arm and leg. And then come back with one cat and cow. Inhale, lower and lift the heart. Exhale, rolling the spine to the sky. And then dropping to neutral position. Bring yourself backwards onto your knees, bringing your right foot forward. Hand on top of the thigh, all about the hip flexors here. Inhale, tall spine, exhale, glide forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, glide forward. Inhale, come back, and then glide forward. And then come back as we glide forward. Be sure the knee is right over that ankle. Bring the fingertips towards the floor and just send them back. Circle them above your head and look up. Spread the fingers wide. Pay attention to that left hip. Beautiful. One more inhalation. Exhale, bow forward. Just pull the front leg straight. Remember, those hamstrings are connected to that psoas muscle. Come back forward and then pull back. Everything is connected. That back, the hip flexors, the quadricep, hamstring, the knee, and then one more time. Let's take it back and hold it. So just flatten out your back. Maybe move your hands right below your shoulders and pull that right hip back and the left hip forward just a little bit. Square them off. Yes. Beautiful. All right, placing that foot back on the floor. Tap the back toe, lift the knee. We're just going to walk all the way around. So it doesn't matter which way you go, just take it all the way around, or we'll go ahead and drop that back knee and move our shoulders back over our hips. It's a different view. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, glide forward. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, glide forward. Inhale, pull back and glide forward. Inhale, pull back and then glide forward, hold. Allow those hips to just open, the fingertips to move down, circle them up, and then gaze up. One more inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Super deep. Let's go ahead and pull the front leg straight and then rebend it. Inhale, pull it straight. Yes, and then rebend it. Inhale, straight and rebend it. And one more time, pull it back straight and hold. Square the hips by pushing forward with the right. Toe is up. Maybe move the hands back underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest a little higher. Fantastic. Yes. And then rebending the knee. Tap your back toe, lift the knee up this time. Walk all the way around, back to the front of your mat where we will step forward this time. Step. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, just fold back down. Soften the knees, root to rise, stand tall. And then bring the hands right to the heart. From here, first balance pose as well, using those hips. Just stand tall, lift the right knee up and circle it out and down. Again, just up, around, and down. Up, around, and down. This time up, around, and we're going to kick it straight back. Warrior three. Turn your toe to face the floor. If you wish, reach forward with the arms or keep them at your heart. Perfect. All right, bringing the hands to heart, soften the knees, step way back, may lunge. Beautiful. Once again, feel that back hip flexor. Really at work here. Reaching up, straighten the legs, and then exhale, just dip. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, dip. Inhale, come up, exhale, dip. Exhale, come up, and then dip. Hold here. Bring the hands right to the back as you just pull the shoulders back, your elbows back, send your hips forward. Beautiful. And then spin the heels, straighten the front leg, and allow the body to flatten out like a table, looking down at your big toe. Maybe reach forward with the hands. And then lowering the hands to the floor, bow the nose to the knee. And then soften the knee and simply step it forward. Inhale, come up to the half fold. Exhale, fold back down, root to rise. And bring the hands back to the heart. Well done. Other side. Rooting the right foot to the floor. Bring the left knee up and around. Big circle. Up and around. up and around. One more, this time we're going to send it back. So take your time as you move slowly into warrior three. Flex your foot. Beautiful. Dip the hip. Feel free to reach forward if you wish. Bringing the hands back to the heart, soften the knees, step all the way back to high lunge. Stay in high lunge as you dip just a little deeper. Beautiful, reaching the arms up and straightening the legs. Sort of bring them down and dip. Lift up, bring them down and dip. Lift up, bring them down and dip. Once more, lift up, and then bring them down and just pay attention here. Bringing the hands to the back. Pull the elbows towards each other. The heart is open, hips are wide open. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, slowly. Spin, begin to come forward, straightening the front leg, spin the back heel to root it down, and reaching the arms in front of you. Practice. Square the hips, feel it. Bringing the hands all the way down to the mat, just bow. And then soften the knee and step it forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, refold. Root to rise. And bring hands right to the heart. Balance those number two with those hips, free toes. Bringing the right foot up that left leg, wherever it suits you, except the middle of the knee. So ankle, calf, or all the way up. You choose what works well for you today. Every day is different and balanced. Every side is different. So just respect it. It's fine. So bring it where you can. Take a moment to secure your posture. Make sure that you feel stable. Hands are at the heart once you do. And tuck your pelvis in a little. Shoulders back. Soften your shoulders and your gaze. And then slowly allow the arms to reach up like a big wide. Softening the shoulders, rotating the pinkies inward. Breathe in. Push that right leg back just a hair. You've got this. Yes. And then bring in the hands back to the heart. Release your feet back to stable ground. Here we are. All right, other side, so take your time. Tree pose. Once again, once you find your posture, tap the hips a little. So you get a little pelvic movement there. Shoulders back and down. Shoulders soft and gaze soft. And then when you're ready, arms start to move upward. Shoulders do stay soft and your pinkies turn in. Just soft gaze. Beautiful. Let's bring in the hands to the heart and bring your foot back to stable ground. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale with a long spine, bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway, and exhale, fold back down. Hold right here a moment. Bend your knees, grab your elbows. Okay. Rock. Roll. Shake your head. Good. Bringing our fingertips right back to the mat. Stepping the right foot all the way back. Drop the knee once again. Hip flexor from low lunge again, but this time that right foot begins to move out. And we're going to bring both hands to the center, shifting all the way forward. Find a lot of space here, you guys. Lizard pose. All right, lots of options in lizard. You can use bricks. I know I can tell you to grab them. You have to go get them unless you have them nearby. You can just stay on the palms of your hands. If you're beginning to feel There's a lot of space there. Move your forearms down to the mat. One or two of them, it doesn't matter. And maybe peel this insole a little off the floor to create even more space. Pigeon pose, one of the biggest, lizard pose, one of the biggest hip flexors. Listen, pigeon. Trust me, pigeon's coming. So just stay low. I'm going to keep these hips really healthy, breathing, flexible. There's a song that says our hips don't lie. Fantastic. And then bringing our hands back to the mat if you are down. Root your foot back to the mat and tuck the back toe underneath you. Lift the knee up and then walk the foot back to center and step it forward. Take your time. Inhale to a half fold and then exhale, fold back down. Root to rise once again and bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms are reaching up. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, soften the knees. Take the left foot back this time. Way back as you drop the knee. As we come into our low lunge number 2, move the right foot towards the right side of your mat. Maybe the toe faces 2 o'clock here. And then begin to shift everything forward. Find as much space as you can here. If you stay on the palms of your hand, just use this time to maybe move side to side. Remember options. Drop to your forearms. Peel the insole a little off of the floor. You choose. Take your lizard pose wherever you can take it. You should really enjoy this wherever you are in this pose. You should just simply enjoy it. Fantastic. And let's go ahead and walk our hands back to our mat if you are down. And then slowly just move our foot back in, tuck in the back toe, step it forward. Lift and step. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, reach to the sky, bringing the hands to the heart, sit down in your chair. Pulling the shoulders back, shining the heart forward. Take a breath and then exhale, twist to the right hand side. Bringing your eyes to the floor, keep your right foot where it is. Pick your left foot up and slide it back to high lunge. Keep your eyes down as you sink the hips lower. Once you feel secure here, pull your body further from your leg and turn it to the right again. Looking back to the front, to your front foot, step it back forward to twisted chair, and then release into a standing fold. Softening the knees, root to rise and stand, and exhale, hands to the heart as we sit down in chair again. Sinking low, pulling the shoulders back, bringing everything in. Take your breath, and let's go ahead. Exhale, twist to the left this time. I've got my eyes on you on this side. Beautiful. Maybe look down at your knees. For me, my right one is really pushing forward, which means that I'm not in the right posture. Got to pull the hip back so the knee comes with it. Good. All right, looking down at the floor, lift the right foot and slide it all the way back to a high lunge. Keep your eyes down until you feel settled in this pose. Hips are low, and then pulling your upper body up and turn. Right here to your twisted high lunge. Yes. All right, looking at back down to the front foot, step it back forward, and then release to a fold. Soften the knees, root to rise, and bring hands back to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open wide, bow forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, place the hands down, step back to plank pose. Holding your plank pose, grab the fingers, keep the weight shifted forward. Take a breath, let it go. And then dropping the knees to the floor, begin to lower everything down. Moving the fingertips out wide, tented fingers, spider fingers, push into the floor and lift. Gaze forward. Touch back down. So again, inhale, just lift. Exhale, touch down. Once again, just press down, lift tall. And then bring it all the way down. Beautiful. Releasing your arms, relax, bend the right knee. Reach back and grab your ankle and flex your foot. Bending the left, reach back and grab your ankle and flex your foot. Draw the inner thighs towards each other, parallel feet. Press, breathe in and push the feet to the sky. And then lower. And then just once more, just press. And then lower. Bringing both hands to the front. Put the forehead on your hands. Tip your knees, your feet side to side. Good. And then coming right back to center, place the feet down. Lifting to Sphinx pose, low plank this time. Tuck the toes, pull the knees upward, and then slowly upper body lifts to low plank. Hold. Just enjoy this, maybe rock forward and back. Or just be really still. Dropping the hips back to the mat, bring the hands right next to your chest, pull the arms into your body to come to full cobra. All right, we're all going to take that upward facing dog today. So squeeze the arms into your rib cage, push down the top of the feet, squeeze the kneecaps and lift them up. Beautiful. And then with your hips, start to lift. Untuck the toes, press back. I can't believe this. Is this our first downward facing dog? So stay here a moment and just tune into all the sensations, the beautiful stretches of this pose, the inversion. Just walk it out or just shift, anything you want here. Embraces every element of stretching here. So we've done a high lunge and a low lunge. We've done our lizard. Caught our foot and stretched our quadriceps. So let's root our right foot on the floor and slowly lift the right one to the left foot and lift the right one to the sky, bending the knee, open that beautiful hip of yours. Stay here, just let it hang. And then straightening out the leg, lift it to the sky. And finally pull it in for our pigeon pose. Bring it in and down, scoot back, and settle. Ah, yes. The other very popular, very beneficial pose. This is the one they say that if you're in this pose and you feel a little fuzzy wuzzy or a little emotional of any type, that's because your back carries a lot of your emotions and your hips, the hip flexors and the hips. So by releasing and lengthening these muscles, oh my goodness, just let it go, you guys. All entitled to just have feelings and let them go. Pigeon pose can be stacked, fist over fist, forehead on fist, hand on hand, forehead on hand, arms extended way out in front of you and your forehead towards the floor. We are going to walk our hands back and push yourself up from the front leg. And we'll bend the back knee. So adjust. I like to pull my front knee in, square it just a little. We're going to bend that back knee and reach back and grab the foot. Reach, come up maybe on your fingertips. Maybe you can balance. I don't know. Just stay here and just let that hip push forward. Turn your gaze forward. Fantastic. Feel that foot pressing into that hand. Well done. And then release that back foot. Bring the hands to the front, downward facing dog. And we'll take that same right leg and lift it back up. Bend it once again and let it hang. Maybe move your ankle this time. And then pull the knee towards the floor and then towards your right elbow and then back to the sky and back over. Beautiful. And then straightening out the leg, we'll pull it forward one more time, placing it by the right hand. Dropping the back knee down for our final low lunge. This time, keep your left hand on the floor, place your right hand on top of that inner thigh. We're going to push it away as you turn towards that right thigh. And then let the insole come off the floor so your side of your foot is rooted. And then turn the shoulders and look towards the sky. Bringing the foot back to the mat. Hands go down, tuck the back toe, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Just big sigh out. And we have one more side for those final hip flexors before we make our way back down to the floor. Inhale, the left leg sweeps to the sky. Keeping your hip square, bend the knee, and just open up that top hip. Perfect. Let it hang for just a moment. And then lifting it to the sky, bring it in for your pigeon pose. Same thing. And of course, by now you know what to do if pigeon doesn't work for you. You can get the same benefits lying on your back or sitting on your sitting bones crossing your leg. So choose this side, choose what works, where you want those hands to be. Feels so good. And slowly bringing the hands back, lift all the way up to that king or queen pigeon, however you want to consider it. But come to the fingertips, adjust that front leg, pull the shoulders back so your heart is just shining right in front of you. And then begin to bend the back knee and reach back for the foot. Once again, have a little fun or just stay still. Fantastic. Releasing that back foot, find your way back into downward facing dog. And then once again, lift that left foot back to the sky and open up the hip where you'll just move that ankle around the spine both ways. And then starting to drop the knee towards the floor, big circle with the knee forward, up and back once again. And we'll take our final twist here. So straighten out that leg, bring it forward and put it down. Dropping the back knee into that deep low lunge. Go ahead and walk that foot out to create the space. Right hand roots down, a left hand comes on this inner thigh. Heel the side, the insole of your foot off the floor. And then just push into that leg and turn your shoulders. Look over the back shoulder or up to the sky. Yeah, big, big twist. And then slowly release it. Tuck the back toe. Step back to down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the right foot to the front of the mat and extend the back heel. Rise to a warrior one, feeling the hips move forward. Open up to a beautiful warrior two. And then take the peaceful warrior. Pull the front leg nice and straight and then reach forward. And then take it straight down to triangle pose. From triangle pose, stand tall, turning that front foot towards the left. Bring the hands behind your back and interlace or just hook them together. Roll the shoulders back, bow forward. Slowly pull the arms right back up. Release the arms back out to the side, turning the right toe back to the front. Bend the knee and touch down with the hands. Step back to down dog. And then inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, just bring it forward and put it down. Extend the back heel and rise to warrior one. Or we'll open up to warrior two. Take the peaceful warrior right here. Hold it. And then pull the front leg straight as you move into triangle pose. Rebending the knee, just come up to warrior two. And then simply reach down to the mat and step it forward. Bring your feet towards the corners of your mat and let's have a deep seat in our Malasana pose. Right here. Sigh, you guys. It feels so good just to go once in a while. Push those elbows into those knees. Breathe. Close your eyes for a moment and say, I am thankful for, and finish that sentence. First of all, let's go ahead and just meander our way down to our mat now. So just take your time. Any way you can to get there is just fine. And then find your way all the way back onto your back. Perfect. All the way back. Bring the left foot to the floor. Bring the arms out wide. Right knee comes up to table position. Start to cross it over to your body. And then pull it to you and bring it back to center. Just cross it over. And then pull it towards your body and back around. And cross it over. Bring it towards your body and around. One more time, just cross it over and towards your body and around. Extend the leg to the sky. From here, just form some really small but precise circles. And then we're going to grow these circles a little bigger. So start as like maybe a little baseball, and then a softball, and now move it to a beach ball, and a bigger beach ball. And then stop and reverse it. So start large. And begin to spiral it smaller and smaller, and then really small. Fantastic. Stopping in the center, reach for the calf and pull the leg towards you. Lift the head, the shoulders off the floor. Float the long leg a little off the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, pull, pull, then switch, and pull, pull, then switch. And pull, pull, then switch, and pull, pull, then switch. Pull, pull, and 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 pull, pull, just once more. And keep the left leg up as you lower the right. Bending the knee, bring the arms out wide. Tip this knee across your body towards the floor. Pull it up into your body and back to center. Go again, just a little tip. and then circle up and back around. Little tip, and circle back and up around, and a little tip, and back and up around. Once again, straighten out that leg, point your toe. Let's draw some small circles. Either way, it doesn't matter, but start small. Begin that spiraling action, taking about 3 or 4 full circles on each side until you're nice and big. A nice big beach ball, and then stop, reverse it. So spiraling down to a small ball. Take your time. Move into that. Coming into the smallest of all, a couple more circles, and stop right there. Rebending the knee this time, bring both knees into you. Beautiful work. Rock on your spine. And then bringing the feet to the floor. Let's go ahead, root and lift, let the hips lift up. Nice, easy bridge. Move your shoulders underneath you. Feet are parallel. Thumbs are squeezed. This strengthens that lower back, but it opens everything in the front of your body as well. Notice your hip flexors. They have to be open in order to come into this pose. And then soften the shoulders and bring yourself back down. Turning your body towards the front. Support your head and keep the knees bent today. Let's pick that front knee straight up and then down, and straight up and then down, and straight up and then down, and straight up and down, straight up and down, up and down, up and down. Now we're going to go again, but this time touch the floor and then touch the floor behind you, the floor in front, the floor behind, the floor in front, the floor behind, floor in front, and then behind for 4, and for 3, and for 2, and then for 1. Bring it back to center and straighten the leg out. Slowly let it fall towards the floor, circle it around, and lift it straight up. Allow it to fall towards the floor, circle it to center, and lift it right back up. Allow it to fall towards the floor, circle it and lift it up, and lower it towards the floor, and center and lift it up. 4 more, just lower slow, circle and lift, and lower slow, and circle and lift, and lower slow, and circle and lift. Last one, lower slow, circle and lift. Reach for that leg and pull it in, flex your foot, point your foot, give it a couple circles, reaching for your ankle, start to bend the knee and roll onto your back. Half a happy baby. Just grab the side of your foot and pull down. Well done. Bringing the foot right across your body, bring the opposite knee back in, sleeping pigeon this time. Just hold it here. And then we're going to drop that left foot or the bottom foot all the way to the floor. Keep this top leg crisscross. Opposite hand comes behind your back. And the same hand as that bent knee goes out to the side, lifting and turning towards this knee. For 1, and for 2, and for 3, and for 4, and for 5, and for 6, and for 7. All right, you guys, we're going to reach this time. So reach past that leg, come back. Reach past and come back. Reach past and come back. And reach and come back. Reach and come back. And reach and come back. We've got 2 more. And then 1 more. Coming back to the center. Take this foot. Let it slide over the knee and crisscross the ankles. So pull yourself to a seated pose. Right here. Let's become really tall with our posture. Bring our how about we start with our right arm, bring it all the way up, and then turn your body towards the left side, bringing the left hand behind you. Right. And now bring the hand to the leg and just give it a really deep twist. Yes, we did twist earlier, but this time we should feel a little more space there. Perfect. And then unwind and come back to center. Bringing the left arm to your ear, the right hand behind you. First, find space, lift tall, and then bring that hand down to the thigh and turn the whole body towards that right. Okay. And then coming back to the center, both hands on your knees, a seated cat pose. So really roll back. And then coming forward, send the heart forward. And then one more time, just roll back. And then pull forward. You got this. And then coming back to the center, just turn yourself around. Just swivel all the way around. We'll move ourselves onto our back once again. And turn yourself to face forward. Your knees are bent, stacked. Your hand is supporting your head. All right, let's take that top leg, bring the knee to the knee, and then the foot, and the knee and the foot. So the knee touches the knee, the foot touches the ankle, knee and ankle. Knee. Feel that hip flexor moving right here, just rotating and moving, keeping it active, warm. Perfect. Two more like this. And let's change that range a little bit. So toe behind you to the floor, knee to the front on the floor. Take it back and take it down, and take it back and take it down, and take it back and take it down, and take it back and take it down. For 4, for 3, yes, for 2, and then one more time, and bring the knee to center. Well done. Go ahead and just straighten out that leg. We'll flex it and point it, maybe circle it. Good. All right, let's go ahead and lower it down towards the front, and then circle it to center and lift it up. Lower it down, circle center and lift it up. Lower it down, circle center and lift it up, and lower it down, circle center, and 4 more just like that. So use your core to lower and lift. Those hips are moving, and circle lift. 2 more, lower it down, circle lift, and lower it down, and circle lift. Well done. Go ahead and bend the knee and roll to your back. Take a happy baby here, just reaching for the foot and pulling that leg towards the floor. Fantastic. And then bring it all the way across. Let's take that sleeping pigeon a moment. Holding it here. And then placing that lower foot straight to the floor. Keep the top leg crisscrossed. All right. So the same arm as this top knee, extend it and put it on the floor. The opposite one behind your head. So lift and turn. Let's go for 8, and for 7, and for 6, and for 5, and for 4, and for 3, and for 2. This time we'll take that hand, reach it outside the leg, reach, pull it back, reach, pull it back, reach and pull it back, and reach and pull it back. For 4, and for 3, and for 2, and then one more time, and release it. Well done. Bringing that foot over the knee, crisscross the ankles, come back to seated pose. And this time we're simply going to just let our body just bow forward for a moment. Just kind of curl into a little ball. Doing the stretch at the back, and maybe move it a little bit. Okay. Coming back to center, lifting the right arm to the sky, the left hand roots itself to the floor, tipping it over. Come to center and just go the other way. So just an easy side bend. Then coming back to the center, turn yourself around to face the front and extend your legs a little wide. Good. Let's go ahead and pull the toes towards your knees. Root yourself nice and tall, lift it to the sky, and then bring the arms halfway down. Breathe in, exhale, twist and reach. Come back to the center, twist and reach. Come back to the center, twist and reach. Come back to the center and then reach. Come back, twist and 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 reach. Come back to the center, let the arms come to the sky, and then just allow your body to fall. Just enjoy it. Maybe just your forearms, maybe you place your chin in your chest as though we're going to have a long conversation about something. And then when you're ready, just go a little deeper and bow. Slowly walk it back and then take your legs and bring them back to your mat. Sitting upright and tall, bring the arms in front, slowly fall back. Stopping when those arms are straight above your shoulders and then rolling back. Lifting the arms to the sky. Begin to roll the spine back down. And stop. And then reach up. Roll up and reach. Roll down. And stop. Roll up. And reach. Roll down. Stop. And roll up. And reach. Roll down. And roll up. And roll down. As you come down, circle the arms around and then bring them underneath your hips, nice and snug. So you're creating a little pillow right underneath the hips. Slowly point your toes and start to lift them up and then lower them down. And lift them up and lower them down. And lift them up and lower them down. Last time, preparing for a fish pose. As you begin to lower, push into the ground with your elbows and lift. And then slowly just keep them there as you drop your head way down. Allow the heart to be grateful right here for letting our emotions come to play, for letting our hips get a good workout. Take one more breath. And then slowly bring your chin back to your chest. Make your way to the floor. Well done, you guys. And then release your hands from underneath you. If you need anything else, another happy baby, another twist. In fact, we'll take one more twist because I think we deserve it. This time, just bring your feet to the floor as wide as your mat. Let both of your knees drop to the left-hand side. And then taking that left foot, place it on the right knee. And just let it pull it down and just rest. Keeping it right where it is, begin to pick your leg up and roll all the way to the other side. Just letting that foot touch down. Returning to center, place both feet back on your mat. Let both of your knees move to the right this time. Let the right foot rest upon that left leg. And then begin to lift, keeping that left foot on the floor. Just take it all the way over until this right foot has touched down on that left side. And then coming right back to the center, place both feet on the floor, rock your knees just gently a little side to side. And then finally, let them walk long. Right into that beautiful closing pose or Shavasana. So in this pose, just let yourself go. You guys close your eyes. Slowly begin to come back to reality, guys. So maybe create a little movement, a little hug for the knees. And then rolling over to one side. And then make your way back into a seated pose. Get comfortable here. Close the eyes. Maybe cross the legs or hero's pose, whatever really feels good to you. Take care of your posture for a moment. Bow your head. So let me leave you with a thought after working so hard with my girls and my husband and creating this beautiful new look in their room. Just if we were to do this alone, we could never have done it. Together, we can do so much. So just remember that. Always do things together. Together we say namaste.